Okay, we finally got a little break in the rain. We're gonna go for a little motovlog adventure today. Look at this thing, a little dirty. But we are gonna be talking about high expectations when it comes to events, rallies, and things like that, and why my expectations for Arizona Bike Week are incredibly high. What is happening today? I thought I would take you with me for a little ride as we are prepping for Arizona Bike Week, which we are going to be leaving in, I don't know, probably about 4 days from when this video gets posted. But I wanted to kind of talk about just the expectations, and I don't know if I'm the only one that does this or if this is something that you do as well, but no matter what the special event is, whether it be Sturgis, whether it be Arizona Bike Week, whether it be Christmas, I always set my expectations, and it's in hopes that they are exceeded. But sometimes that can lead to a bit of a mess, because when you set those high expectations and you set that bar extremely high, it can lead to disappointment. And that was the case when I went to Arizona Bike Week in 2020 due to things that were going on in the world, and I was highly disappointed. Before we said goodbye.
Okay, so we're at the Roadhouse, and because of the rules, it's actually kind of crazy. If you get a table, and once you're out here, you can't even stand from your seat. You have to be seated the entire time. Part of the agreement they made to have this event was that they were going to follow these strict guidelines, but you cannot get up from your seat. Literally, you have to sit the entire time. So I don't know how long we're going to be able to hang out here. It's going to be very difficult to give you any kind of B-roll of what this event is like, because theoretically it's like you got punished in school and you're being sent to the principal's office.
Let me just kind of backtrack and tell you what happened. So, you know, Arizona has a lot of fantastic riding, but for Arizona Bike Week, everybody's either at Westworld or they go down to Cave Creek, which is the it would be like the party spot for Arizona Bike Week. Now, I did have fun, especially on the riding, because the riding out there is amazing. But now when it comes to the actual rally itself, this is kind of where things went sour. So heading down to Cave Creek, you know, I was expecting, I've been hearing so many stories, I've watched so many videos on Cave Creek, and we got down there. However, there was a long line to get in. They were only letting select number of people go in at a time. And it was like an hour and a half wait, maybe 2 hours for our group, and we didn't have that big of a group. And then from there, we finally got a chance to go inside and sit down. Not only was it one, understaffed, but two, you weren't allowed to get up and go to the bar once you were at your table, which I don't even think what we had was considered a table. It was more of just like a countertop. You were not allowed to move your butt from the seat to get up. That led to a lot of heartburn on my side, because I wanted to, you know, produce a video for you guys in the cinematic style that you've grown accustomed to. And I did have a full video dedicated to Arizona Bike Week, and you can check that out. I'll put the link up here when you're done with this video. But, you know, so once you were inside, I even tried to get up. I got my camera. I was screamed at before I could even move the chair to leave the table. So the rules were strictly in place, and it deterred from, you know, the experience of Cave Creek, to the point where we only went down there the one day and, you know, hung out for a little bit, but a lot of it was outdoors, and then we took off. We're like, all right, had enough of that. But we did have a chance to take advantage of some of the fantastic riding, and that took us through Sedona and Prescott and Jerome. Jerome is a fantastic town. It's a little haunted town built into a mountain, which is awesome. I'd love to go back to Jerome. And then we hung out at the Airbnb, and although the Airbnb was fantastic, it's not really what I had in mind when it came to, you know, that rally. You know, it definitely was not feeling like Sturgis. You know, it was completely different. So my expectations now this year are so very high because of all the stories I've heard about with Cave Creek and, you know, Westworld. The first time in 2020, we didn't even go into Westworld. One, there was very few vendors. They charged to get in. We were at an event or a rally, and you had these vendors there, but in order to see those vendors, you actually had to pay a cost to go inside, because you're expecting to get some type of rally discount. You know, these companies, believe it or not, they bring a select amount of product and they want to push it and they want to sell it, and a lot of times you can get yourself a pretty good deal. That's pretty much why I've gotten a lot of work done on this bike out in Sturgis, is because the deal that I could get. But if you are already paying an admission to get in, you are taking away, you know, the discount that you would get. And that's to say that you have to get something. What if you just want to go browse one day and you don't get anything? Well, it just costs you money to go in and take a look and talk to these vendors. So we didn't even go into Westworld that time, and I wasn't able to produce the type of video that I would have liked to. However, that should change this year. So this year I will be working hard to produce a high quality video for you guys. I will be with Adam Sandoval. We're gonna have a great time going around and just checking out Arizona Bike Week when there is not something going on in the world that would prevent Arizona Bike Week from happening. So I'd be a little curious on if you guys are heading out there, what you are expecting. Have you been there before? And if you are not going to Arizona Bike Week, you guys can let me know what type of video you would like to see. I'm kind of torn between doing a multiple day video or just one long highlight reel of Arizona Bike Week. So maybe I'll throw that on a poll. But I'm pretty excited. I'm getting packed up. We got the bike all serviced, ready to go. Bike's running good. And now I'm just focused on packing up and making sure that I have all the production gear that I need on the bike. And then we're off. It is a very, very short ride for me to get out to Arizona Bike Week, because it's like a 5.5 hour ride or so. Not very far at all. So I will be leaving early in the morning, and hopefully I'll be getting into town on Thursday. I believe that's the 30th, and I should be there probably around 1 p.m. and to take on all the activities afoot. So we finally got a break here in San Diego. It's been storming and raining, you know, just non-stop. You really can't get consistent with it. It's actually going to rain in a couple hours, but I saw the break in the weather, so I thought I'd get out here for a ride and take you guys with me and take advantage of the little bit of, I guess this would be partly sunny skies. Now, if you're new to the channel and you still haven't subscribed yet, before you do, you can go ahead and check out some of the other content. You can check out this video right here from Arizona Bike Week, and then hopefully you consider subscribing to the channel. But until next time, you guys ride safe, you be safe, and we'll catch you on the next one.